Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Dan P. I hope everyone's having a good Wednesday night. I'm pretty much making this video because I'm bored and I was looking at my cards and just thought I'd share what I've been up to. I've been looking at my 1960s tops and I got to thinking about them again because I just got in this 60 tops Yastrzemski rookie card, excellent to mint. It's a great looking card. And so I was looking at all the cards that my uncle gave me. And before I want to get to the 60s, I just want to share these from 1961 that are pretty cool. These are 61 tops. Has the National League home run leaders. You got Banks, Aaron, Matthews, Ken Boyer, or Hank Boyer. I think it's Ken Boyer. Anyways, and then this one was sitting in the box. I didn't realize it was there. 1960 home run leaders, Mickey Mantle, Roger Maris. There's some pretty good damage up on this border, but you know, it might be a 4 if I'm lucky, maybe a 3. But still a card worth grading considering I didn't pay anything for it. And onto the 1960 tops. Just some Hall of Famers. These are the Hall of Fame cards. I don't think any of them grade higher than excellent. But the more I look at these cards, the more I appreciate the design of this set. That's a really great card, Bob Gibson's second year. Again, it might grade a 5 if I'm lucky. Roger Maris. This would be a really nice card. You can see the centering's bad. And this Yankee logo is like way too low. It's going off the cardstock. But it's a great card anyway. And then I have another one. I mean, you can see how jacked up this is. But there's a cool story behind it. Because all these cards were given to me by my uncle. And a lot of these he's had since he was a kid back in the 60s. And he won this card in a game they called Flip, where pretty much you flip cards. And whoever won got to keep the other kid's card. So my uncle won this card, but the kid was so ticked that he lost his Maris that he stomped it into the ground and ruined it. So that's the story behind this card. And that's why I'm going to cherish it a little bit more. Now I'm going to show you some commons from the set. Just because, you know, I got all these cards in a box. And I dug through them all and I took out all the ones that were, you know, at least excellent to mint. You know, that might grade a PSA 6. So a lot of these I think would be 6s or even 7s. So I'm just going to go through them so you can see what good condition looks like. It would help if my camera got in focus. Well, I'm just going to start. See if I can get out of your way a little bit. Again, I pulled all these, not because they're anybody special, just I thought that they were in better condition than the rest of them. Excellent to mint, maybe even near mint. There's Clem Labine. Pretty cool since I like the Dodgers. Here's one that looks really good, except there's some green gunk down at the bottom, which pretty much ruins it. And you can see this border is not cut right. It's kind of rough. Again, very good looking card. There's just, I combed over these cards very well. I scrutinized them. And so, at first glance, they look really good. But they do have imperfections. This was one that I thought looked really good. And, you know, you really have to scrutinize. But still a very good looking set. 1960 tops. Get back into focus. And these last few I thought were some of the best of the best. And I went through with a magnifying glass. I mean, that's how hard I scrutinize these cards. I know some of you might not care about condition as much, but it means a lot to me. So again, best of the best. There were just some things that, you know, I think maybe they might be near mint, but a lot of them have printing defects, or maybe one of the corners is frayed just a little too much. But and then there's the last one that I want to show you that I can't stop looking at. That's a great looking card. Jake Stryker. I mean, he only pitched a few games, really. He didn't last long, but what I found out reading the back is he was traded for Minnie Minoso. Maybe you can read that now. So yeah, you can see on the back, well, this was his rookie card, but if you check out his stats, he only pitched a couple seasons and not that many games. So anyways, I've scrutinized this card, and it's not mint. First off, the centering is probably the first thing that keeps it from being mint condition. But I mean, it could grade an 8. There's some printing defects that you can't really see on this. I mean, it doesn't want to focus that close. But anyways, I keep looking at this card. I think it's a great looking card. And considering I pulled it out of a box that's been sitting around for, I don't think he had this since he was a kid. He probably bought it around 1990, but still it's been sitting around for 20 plus years in a box. It's still in great shape. So I might spend the $10 to have this graded, because I'm really curious. I think it's near mint all day long. And maybe even better. Anyways, that's what I've been up to, you guys. Just bored, checking out my cards, kind of scrutinizing them, seeing what's what. And again, hope you guys are having a great night. Keep the vids coming. You know, again, 1960 tops, Yastrzemski. And I'm just gonna end this one a shot of my card collection up there. Alright guys, see you later.